Why are we not kicking this person since it's 18 plus on TikTok?
Yeah, it's 18 plus.
He couldn't even get
I'm so sorry you
came from
identify as a
outside the
12-year-old. Bye-bye, bitch.
Y'all gonna get me banana.
Yeah, no, he probably is going to get reported later. He probably will.
Small brain thought he was going to come in here and fight.
Hey, yo.
Why is there no one who's a challenge? God,
That is crazy,
you guys are
yo.
easy.
Hello, Hannah.
Hello?
Who is identifying as a 12-year-old?
Nobody up here.
That was
He's
up
gone. He's
there.
out of here.
Don't be putting that shit on.
What's going on?
My only delusion is I identify as a very handsome-looking man. That's my only claim to delusion.
Yeah. I think I want to be a cat.
And I identify as a
Maybe a
hammer.
lion.
My pronouns are Bob the Builder.
Well, I identify as Elon Musk. See ya.
Wow.
Love to hear that.
Can I have a Tesla?
Wait, what was?
Oh, she left. Okay.
What was
I wanted
that?
a Tesla.
Well, that was something, I guess.
Was that a?
I don't even know what the topic is. I just heard bro say something about a 12-year-old and almost snapped.
I just wanted to join because there was some crazy shit going on. What the fuck was that?
Somebody trying to be a troll but failing at it.
I mean, the dude had like no enthusiasm whatsoever with it. He didn't even try. Okay, so what is all this about? Is this like a troll live or something?
No, did you react any type of way?
I laughed because I thought it was ridiculous.
Okay, cool. So you didn't fall for it then?
Oh, okay. I guess I'm not a sheep.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, you never know.
When I first pulled up, I didn't even read the rest of it at first. I just read it like, yo.
No, I
guess
read
that's-
I read the shit, the box that I said, why did you fall for it? And I'm like, wait, what the fuck's going on? All of a sudden I heard people talking about I identify as a 12-year-old, and I'm like, hold the fuck up. Hold up.
Wait, hang on. I'm sorry. Have you? This is about. This live is all about men who've slept with trans women.
Oh God, we have to go.
Oh shit, see ya.
Oh God.
Wait, did you guys not understand what's going on right now?
Fuck no, that's why I joined, because I wanted to know what was going on.
No, the question was why did you fall for them? Why did you think the trans woman was a woman? Have you? Hang on. Have you two been with trans women? I'm so confused right now.
No,
Fuck
sir.
to the no.
Wait, what's the fuck?
Yeah,
to
you
know?
put
Have you
some-
tried
why
it,
you put some
or you're
Have
not
you tried it?
interested?
Not interested.
Did you say
Never
have you
will.
tried it? I'm dead.
I don't know.
Can I
Let
ask
me
why you're
try
not
it, y'all.
interested? Just out of curiosity.
No.
Do what?
Can I ask you why you're not
Okay,
interested?
this is boring. I'm gonna move on to other people.
Why am I not interested?
In a trans woman, yeah.
Probably because it's the most disgusting, delusional thing I could think of.
Maybe because
Besides,
he has
you know,
a
a
penis.
grown man wanting to be 12.
Yeah.
Oh
I
wow,
know.
he said most disgusting, delusional things that we can think of. Are you talking about being a woman?
No,
Wow.
God,
Can
a
you
trans
clarify?
woman.
What are you talking about?
being a trans
Oh,
woman because you're not a
Oh,
woman.
okay. What's so delusional about being a trans woman?
What is so delusional about being a trans woman because you're a
Yeah.
woman? You're trying
Wait,
to be a
how-
woman, but you're not a woman
How are they not a woman? I'm confused.
because they were born with a dick.
That's a great answer.
Wait, so you're upset that a woman is born with a dick?
Ain't nobody
Getting
said
on
nothing
better
about
than
being
It's not a
upset.
woman. It's
Ain't
not a
nobody
woman.
said nothing about
It's not a
being
woman.
upset, honey.
So wait, then why
You're
are
putting
you
words in my mouth.
So what is
You're
a
putting
woman?
words in my mouth.
Wait,
what-
no,
you
no, no.
said it. You said you were upset about the
Hold
dick.
on.
You gotta
Hold
figure
on,
out
hold on,
what's
hold on,
going
hold on, hold on, hold on. Wait,
That's a
where
horrible
did I
question.
say I was upset? I hope
Let me-
somebody was screen
I have a
recording this shit. 'Cause
question. I have
the
a question
delusional
to
part
ask.
is what you're
Don't
exerting
ask
right
Can
now.
you
being
shut
delusional.
up for a moment?
Fuck you.
Listen. No, you need to shave that ugly beard, bro.
Hey,
Anyways,
baby
what
boo, kiss
is
my
a
ass.
woman? Not in this life or the next. What is
Huh?
a woman?
What is a woman? I don't know.
I
Let
have
me
a
go
good
ask my
answer
wife.
for you. I have a good
Let
answer
me
for
go
you.
ask my wife.
A woman
Can you
is
speak
a
one at a
human,
time, please? I don't
a-
understand Patois.
a human being.
I don't understand,
born with a-
bitch.
Damn! Oh my God!
You don't understand
Damn.
what?
Are you sure you don't understand it? It sounds like you're acting like one right now.
Hang on, host. I think there's some confusion. Have you looked at Excalibur's profile?
Yeah, he looks like a prehistoric potato head.
Yeah, I'm quite confident this is a man who just doesn't get with any women. I don't think he's being specific about trans women.
He's lucky he even gets a trans woman. Anyways, so what is
Excalibur,
a
you've never
woman?
been with any woman, right? I mean, I'm not trying to be rude. It's just not all men go around walking around with what looks like a dick on their head. Like, it's just, I'm just asking, do you have a problem getting women and therefore you're angry at women in general? And I would understand that. And I would feel for you. I wouldn't want to feel up you, but I would feel for you in that situation.
Y'all are making me laugh more than I'm able to respond. All right, so
Okay.
You like guys?
Okay,
Let me go ahead and
I have a
respond.
question.
See, you won't even let me respond. You fucking ass.
I got a warning, so I had to remove him.
Gotcha.
I mean, his head looked like public nudity. So
He
I
looked like a
understand why.
prehistoric Mr. Potato Head. Bro.
I just ask, when some of these people come up, what I like to do is, I think it's hard for me to remember like how bad people can actually be. But like when you look at some of these people and you look at their profile, ask yourself, if you were them at the age of 12 looking at what they became, how would you feel about yourself? And everything about him just said, I failed at life.
Okay, so keeping it real, what is a woman?
A woman is a human being with a vagina and a menstrual cycle, and the ability to and they're born with the ability to reproduce. That is what
And you don't got
think
a
a
dick.
woman is.
Damn, Taco, let people speak. Hold on.
Taco, calm down, Taco.
You don't get to just dress up, put on makeup and a wig, and call yourself a woman. That's not how reality works.
Okay.
Respectfully.
So women are walking incubators.
I mean, that's not what I said.
Well, we have
That's-
vaginas, but not dicks.
got it.
I mean, it is what it is.
That's cool. I mean, you didn't
Okay,
touch on
Taco.
any of the other
You need to
3
leave.
points that I made.
Yeah, you referenced their reproductive anatomy, so walking incubators.
Sure.
Let me ask you a question. Do women walk?
Yeah.
Okay. So a woman is a person that has a vagina, a uterus, gets a period, and is able to bear children. Basically a walking incubator.
I mean, whatever you want to call it, that is what a woman is. You can't get mad at me because a trans woman can't do any
Who
of
said
those
it was,
things.
who said
that-
I was mad at you?
Yeah, nobody's mad. We're just asking you clarifying questions.
Like I said, you can call it whatever you want, but it's
No,
not
but
gonna
that's what
change the
you're
fact-
saying though.
It's not gonna change the fact that a trans woman can never do the things that a real woman could do. That's why a woman is a woman and a man is a man.
Right. So if we're talking
it.
about labeled all those.
Wait,
Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
so men are walking testicles and penises.
As long as you know I'm a man, I'm good with it. You call me
ho-
whatever you
but,
want.
But according to you, that's what makes you a man. So you're a walking penis and testicles.
Yep, the thing swinging in my shorts makes me a man. Absolutely.
Got it. Okay.
Thank
Gotcha.
you.
Gotcha. So, can I refer to you as a penis then?
Call me whatever you want, as long as you know I'm a man.
Okay, penis.
That's cool with me.
Right. Love to hear
Not
that.
gonna hurt my feelings.
Amazing. So, penis. I'm curious if we're talking about the aspect of if we're talking about the aspect of just like biology, what is your manhood correlated with?
What do you mean by that? What is it correlated with? Like in my body?
His penis. He said he's a penis.
No, is your manhood just your penis? I'm sorry, I should have clarified that.
Are you asking me like my pride, my ego, my like? I don't understand the question.
Well, you.
Wait,
Well,
can you
if you're
define?
talking
Can you
about-
define manhood?
I didn't bring up manhood up, so I would ask the
But I'm
person asking
asking
me the
you
question.
to define it. What is manhood?
I don't have a definition for it.
So you don't know what
never really
manhood
even-
is. But
I
you a
guess
man.
manhood is the I don't even know, the responsibilities we go through, the things that we have to take on that I guess maybe a woman sometimes doesn't have to.
Like what?
I mean, bruh, I don't know. I don't know why you asking me about manhood. I don't have
Wait, are
anything
you
to
not a
say about
man?
manhood.
But
Do you
Yes,
not
I
have a
am.
penis?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Well,
But
how
you
would you not
can't-
know?
but you can't define-
It's just a weird question to me. It's something I've really honestly never thought about because I've never had the question.
You never been asked about your manhood?
No.
Like,
Yeah,
what-
but normally when somebody asks me about my manhood,
we already got
they-
the answer. He's just a walking penis. Okay, thank you, keeping it real. Have a great one.
I
He's a walking penis. He couldn't tell
Every
her
time I
what.
see that, I'm just like, oh, look, it's penis, y'all.
That's what he said. He couldn't even say what manhood is, other than his penis. So he's a walking penis. There we go.
Who else do we? Bro, I'm surprised people still haven't caught up on anything.
Hey,
Hello.
oh, he was so funny. Oh my god. I wanted to ask him. So, what if you become infertile? What are you then? Just a walking useless
A walking.
pile of flesh?
Wait, a walking. Wait, I got it. A walking stale penis.
Damn.
So, what if you are? If you have erectile dysfunction? What are you?
A
What are
walking
you
limb
now?
penis.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's so sad.
Dude, it's gonna look like a U, like
so
a walking
sad.
U at that point.
God, like I currently am reading Eckhart Tolle's new book. And it's not really new, but it's called The New Earth, where he talks about ego and stuff and how we identify with our body. And it truly is so fucking sad how much we use to just because the ego never has enough. It never has. It's literally what it's programmed to do. Never enough. Always more to identify with. Gosh, he literally called himself a penis, man. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Hello, Nove only?
Hey, what's up?
You tell me, you join my life. Que lo que?
I did. ¿Qué tal? Claro. I have a question real quick. Listen, I'm being completely like just honest here. I just saw the live and it says trans women are better at being women. And is that like serious? Because follow up, it says, why didn't y'all fall for it? So I don't know if that ties to what you just made that first original statement of trans women being better at women, but like, is that a serious statement? Or I'm just, again, like, I'm not trying to be a smart ass. I'm just being completely honest right here.
Yeah, I believe trans women are better women.
Okay, so isn't that kind of like close to being an oxymoron? Because if trans women are better at being a woman, so isn't that a sentence itself stating that it's something that you're not because you're trying to be something at being better at something that's already established? So
No.
No, not really. If we're talking about trans women being better at being women, then I would say they're better at in the bed. I feel like that they give really good sex. So
okay, but again, I'm trying to understand here. If they're trying to be better at being something that's already been here, then how can you be better for something that's already here?
Let me ask you a question. No, let me ask you a question.
why are you so
do-
confused?
Wait one second. Do you know about cars, right?
Cars, like room cars, of course. Well,
No, I'm talking
somewhat.
I'm talking about cars that fly and have wings, and they quack.
Oh, you being smart. I'm over here being polite, man. Come on. I'm just trying to
Yeah, I'm
understand
sorry, but
this.
it's just like just sarcastic. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Go
I'm
ahead.
talking about vehicles, okay? Cars.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know the original car? The first car ever made?
The first car ever made. I mean, no, you can tell me.
Yeah, it's like what you're comparing is the first car ever made versus a Ferrari.
Okay.
Yeah, so a trans woman is like a upgraded version of a woman, which is better.
Okay. I thought the Benz was the first patent motor vehicle car. Not
It
a
was
Ferrari.
actually a Ford. It was actually a Ford.
Oh,
But
Ford. Okay. That's
yeah.
cool. I don't know. I thought that it was. But can I ask you a question? Biblical or not? Do you know the first woman ever born?
Biblical. Oh no, we're not doing the Bible, sweetie. We're not.
Okay, then we don't have to do the Bible. That's fine. No, and I'm not a religious person. But if you yourself don't know, even the first woman born, a woman is a woman, and you're trying. Like, I felt like that sentence above is trying to be something that you aren't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wait
and
one
again,
second.
no disrespect.
Let's follow
This is
let's
a
follow
healthy
your
debate.
logic.
Can I,
Okay, hold on,
the
hold
thing is,
on. Hold
I
on.
am
Hold on. Let's follow your logic. So,
Okay.
how did God made a woman out of a man?
Right, from the rib.
Right. So that must mean that a man already contained all the DNA of a woman.
But technically it don't because you see XY and XX. That's two different
But that
separate
doesn't make sense though. If
chromosomes.
he cloned, right, took from Adam's DNA and made a woman, that means that Adam already contained the female DNA as well.
So can I ask you a question? Can
So
you give birth from your rib?
but it doesn't matter because Adam didn't birth Eve.
But that kind of does matter because the
Adam
science
didn't
doesn't
birth
back up the
Eve. Wait one
facts.
second. Adam didn't birth Eve, but a woman was created out of Adam. So you can make a woman out of a man.
Okay, so can I ask you a question? So
No, that's
do
it.
me
You
a favor
lost.
real quick.
You lost.
You know, the thing that I love about these people is I literally am what he keeps trying to defend here. I'm a biological woman. I'm cis.
Yo,
And
he
I'm
lost it.
completely
Yo,
chill.
he just got destroyed, bro. He
Girl,
just got fucking destroyed.
I'm so chill. Like, I'm completely not feeling attacked or cornered here at all. What? Who are you defending and why? Like, why? What's going on? I'm still gonna be a woman. Don't, like, if you...
Hey Ruby, how are you?
Hey. Good, how are you? I'm just having fun with these people.
Yeah, it's so funny.
I saw and heard you destroyed that guy. Like that guy's logic. It's like he was trying to put XXY and XX chromosomes into the equation of Eve. It's like that has nothing to do with that.
He was describing the original transgenders.
Okay, thank you, Bert, for coming on. I'm gonna let more guests on.
Yes.
That
Well,
shit was
well,
funny.
now for your comment, trans women are better at being women. I actually do agree with that. In a lot
That's
of aspects, it's true.
Zooks. That's satirical. It's not serious.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Like I don't even know what that means. Like it was supposed to like bait people, but people kind of started taking it too serious.
Right, did you read the other part of what's up here, Shoes?
Sue. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Why did you all fall for it? Yeah. Yeah. I saw that, and
Okay. No, I just want to clarify because a lot of people only see one thing and run with it. So I'm always curious if people read the entire thing.
well, I read both, but it's like, why did you all fall for it? I was wondering if it was linked or tied to the trans women are better at being women thing, or if it's something different. That's why I was like, what the hell?
I mean, to be fair, what else would it be tied to?
True.
Yeah. So,
But
Yeah.
yeah, thank you, Zooks, for coming on. I have like 6 guests waiting.
All right, no problem. All right, Ruby, you have a good one.
You too. Geek, you
I don't
heard
know if
that
I'm
shit
thinking
with that
about-
Adam and Eve shit?
yeah, no, I don't know what happened. I scrolled, but I was like, I don't know where he's going with this.
No, because he brought up Adam and Eve, and I'm like, but wait a minute. But if God was able to make a woman out of a man, that means that Adam already had the female DNA, and then technically you can make a woman out of a man. So trans
yeah.
women are women.
Period.
God literally
God
made a
is
woman
a
out of a
pro-
man.
God is a trans ally, okay?
Bro, God is a trans
Said
ally.
They exist, damn it. That's what the story says. Hello, love.
Hola.
I know like this is like a joke, but
How
like
old are you?
trans women are not better than women because y'all kind of are like drag queens, let's just say that. Because y'all like dressing up
Girl,
as
they're
women,
like
y'all
12.
never actually
You should be
Yeah.
playing Minecraft. That's what you should be doing, and eating
Like-
some Fruity Pebbles.
Y'all, it's late. Why aren't you in bed? It's like 11 o'clock.
You
over
got
here. So
school
what's going on?
tomorrow.
She jumped right into it as well. She probably learned that shit from her friend. So you know what? Oh, I need to speak my piece. Girl, she really did sound like she was crying. She really did. tearing up and shaky voice and everything.
Hi.
Hola.
Hey.
Hello.
So I was screaming in the comments, like, what the hell? Why did people not read the entire post? And I thought about it and I'm like, if somebody doesn't get satire, it means that they don't get the overarching problem that the satirical either allegory or statement is trying to hint at. So it's like, why did y'all fall for that? Well, it's quite simple.
You
People
want to know
love.
something? You are a real woman because you have intelligence.
Thank you. That's so sweet of you to
We
say.
love to see it.
So at the heart of it is like they didn't get the joke. They didn't get the satire, right? Why did you fall for it is the most important part of the entire post. Because why did people fall for it? It's because we like to make things that we don't understand into pariahs. And the way that you do that is by accepting bullshit that maybe one or two assholes within an entire community say and then apply it to everyone else. So the fact is that the reason why you're getting all these people who are pissed and confused, much to my chagrin, is because they actually think that trans women believe that they are better at being women than cis women, which is absolutely fucking absurd. You know,
There's no such thing as a better woman. I feel like every woman is equal. They just have different experiences.
Of course. You know, and you know, I'll say this much. At my core, I hate people. I hate people who can't get a joke, first of all, especially a good one. And two, it's fucking tragic that people choose to read the very concise and I think well, you know, thought out, placed, you know, post that you put there. Like I noticed, like things are in boxes and in red, but then you very clearly put in bold and slightly larger, like fat letters. Why did y'all fall for it? And they did not, no one thought to examine their internal transphobia that perpetuates this false narrative.
Bingo. That's a real woman right there. She's intelligent. She's perceptive.
All right. That's my soapbox. I know y'all got to let other people up here, but
thank you for coming.
I got it, queen. You know, God bless you. You have much more tolerance than I do, girl. That's all I got to say.
You restored my faith in humanity.
Thank you, Amaya, for coming on.
Oh, you're very welcome. All right. Well, I got to follow you, honey. I followed you. All right.
Follow you too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hello, Navanke, a freaking performative trans woman. What's up?
You said performative.
I caught you on all those live siding with the TERFs and the bigoted people.
Oh, we had conversations for sure. What do you mean siding with them though? I mean, you did have them. You had some of them mad, for sure.
Yeah.
Did you side with them?
Yep.
Even if they did.
I mean, I definitely don't I don't take sides. I think I agree with some of the things that they were saying.
Like what?
I think that like you were antagonizing a lot of those girls. And I think that
you mean the way that cis women antagonize you?
And listen, I think there was a little bit of a two-way street. Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't think it was okay. I told them, I was like, I mean, I don't know what live you heard, but I talked on a live today and they were all upset about it. And I told them, I was like, I think honestly, both people were in the wrong because you were saying a lot of like misogynistic stuff to them, calling them like walking incubators and shit.
That's what they were calling themselves.
But they also
there is no buts. That's what they were calling themselves because we wouldn't ask them.
They were not calling themselves that.
Yes, they were. And the reason why you don't think so is because you're not listening. When you will ask them, they will tell people like you and like me, you're not women because you don't have a uterus. You cannot birth babies. What do you think they're calling themselves when they say that?
I don't know if they're calling themselves an incubator.
They are literally minimizing their womanhood simply based on the aspect of them having a vagina or a uterus.
Being able to birth babies, yeah. So you're calling yourself a walking incubator because women walk, right?
I don't know.
But you totally missed the mark. And the fact that everything they was telling us, he was saying back to them, the stuff they tell people like you to invalidate you, but you were so quick to side with them just so they can accept you and
I
give you
wasn't really
validation.
it was not about acceptance at all because I got into
Then what was
plenty
it
of
about
arguments
then?
with them because there was plenty of times that I argued with them about stuff. I did not agree with everything they said. I just felt like I did agree with the part where some of the girls came up there and they were like, well, I felt like she was being a bit misogynistic. And when I was listening to the argument,
That's because they are misogynistic towards each other.
you were kind
Vontae,
of hating on those
you're
girls.
still
and I
not
just
getting
was
it.
gagged.
You're still not getting it, Vontae. That thing is satirical. It wasn't serious.
But they didn't
And it
know
was to
that.
expose internalized misogyny. The stuff that we were telling them is what they
But
tell
like I said,
themselves.
it's a two-way street because if you're
It's not a
hitting them,
two-way
if
street.
you're
Why are you
hitting
so quick to
them-
attack a trans woman when they're the ones who started this shit in the
No,
first
because
place?
if you're hitting them with low blow
Okay.
shots,
So,
I think they would hit you with low blow shots. I think
They've
it
been
definitely-
hitting us with low blow shots. Are you like living under a rock?
Vontae, we were just doing what women do to us all the time. What are you talking about?
Women don't do that to me all the time. I
Yes,
don't know.
they
I don't
do.
get
When they talk about trans women, they always say, "I'm natural. You're a trans women are
You
trans
cannot
women. You're
birth
not women.
babies. You're just trying
You can't
to
birth
imitate
babies.
us.
The list
You're
goes
trying
on.
to
What are you
emulate
talking
us. You will never outdo the doer. You can never be us. You cannot bear children. You're just cosplaying as us. Da 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 da. How the fuck do you so quickly forget about that? And when we put up a mirror so they can see their own reflection, you're so quick to side with them. Yeah, I feel like they were being antagonistic. You just want validation and acceptance.
And they do the same thing in high
feel
school
like
too to
I
each
like
other,
I
in
said, from
college
what
to each
I
other.
heard, I feel like I felt like I understood why they were upset. I told them that I felt like it was so weird that they were being trans. I feel like, but like at the same time, or transphobic, but at the same time, I understood why they were upset
You were
because
sucking up to them though. We heard you in the lives.
You were sucking up to them. Like I watched you for almost a whole hour.
Okay, so
And you
what did I
backstabbed
suck
trans-
up
and
on?
you-
What
and
did
you
I
were
suck
talking
Don't
up
crap about
backtrack
me and
now.
Ruby.
And you want to
And
know
you were
something?
talking crap about me and Ruby.
You want to know something too? No matter how much you suck up to them, those people hate you. You will never get their acceptance or
But I
approval or
never sucked
validation.
up to them because, like I said, just because I agree with some things they said, if you were sat there in the live for an hour, I argued with them about multiple things. Okay, just because I agree with them on a certain topic does not mean that I am just a yes man. And I'm like, I agree with everything they said.
And you came after me and Ruby in those lives too because we
There
heard
was
you.
plenty of
Wait 1
times where I
second. Pause.
shut what they
Pause.
said down.
Geek. You're the voice of reason. Can you please?
What exactly? Because at this point, I don't know how to jump into this conversation because you guys are both trans. You three are trans, so I feel like it's between you guys. However, I would say Kayvonte. Am I saying that right, by the way?
Yes,
Kayvonte?
Kayvonte.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying. I would say that it's really interesting how you can come into a quote unquote middle ground with somebody that has actively been against you, as you being a trans woman.
I always like to hear other people's opinions and sides to things, and I don't, like I said, I don't always agree with it. But I think when people have an opinion, it comes from something. I think it comes from something that they believe or something that they've experienced. And not every time do I agree with them, but I like to listen because I think it gives me insight into their perspective and their experience.
Their
And-
perspective is that you're not a woman.
And that they're better than you because you're imitating them.
And some women believe that, but not all women do.
No one said a woman, but the majority of them do.
Vontae, the reason we did that is so they were calling themselves allies, right? They'd come in here and they'd be like, "Oh, I love trans women. We're all equal. There's no competition, etc." And as soon as you poked and prodded them and got them going, they'd be like, "You're men, and we were here first," and blah 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 blah.
You can never
feel like
outdo
it's
them.
That shows their
No.
true nature. That shows their true feelings.
This narrative has gotten bigger though because I feel like I actually don't feel whenever I go onto TikTok, I see many lives talking about this specific screen grab, and they're all just talking about how essentially you think that you're better than women, and all these women are just like a feeling of, and even women that didn't even get to see the full live. they're being told that, well, trans people think that they're better than women, and they think that we're jealous of
Right.
them.
So why would we? Well, yeah, no. That wouldn't that prove like our point here? If we're talking about them only catching a small part of the live, why would they put the entire or generalize the entire group, the entire community? Like, okay, well, this is what this one person said, or at least
you
I
don't have
believe
the
they said.
access to all the information. But do you see how just like starting an argument like that can it's not, this is not helping the trans community at the end of the day. Like this entire, like when people do this live in particular, like I understand you guys are doing a social experiment, but do you see how it just creates more tension and more discourse? And then you guys say, well, these women don't like me anyways. They wouldn't support me anyways.
No, the discourse is already there.
Me anyways. But they're definitely
I
not
think
going to respect you, and there's
I think
definitely not
it's
going to
really
be any
interesting.
sort of middle ground if they're confrontational like this. And I think it
You're a
goes for
pick
them
me.
too.
You're a pick
I
me.
think it's really interesting how, and I've been. You're not the only one that has said this, by the way, Kevante. I just think it's really interesting how we are blaming two trans women, two. Let's clarify, only two that thought of this experiment, right? Specifically, we could even blame quote unquote Kelly, I guess, right? But we are blaming two trans women for this, whether they believe it or not, and putting it on the entire trans community. Do you understand how obnoxious we sound and how ignorant and obtuse and gullible we sound within that? That's like me saying that because a black person said that Kanye West said that it was all right to have slaves or something along the lines, that the entire community believed that it was all right to have slaves or whatever the case was, and run with that. That's not okay. Two wrongs don't make a right? Because you believe it's harmful, sure, right? I can't argue with that. I'm not in the trans community. I'm just looking from the inside. Or from the outside looking in, right? I can't really argue that, but it just doesn't make any sense to me how we're blaming only this two individuals for the harmfulness of the community when this has been a thing. The harm has already been there
And what you don't know, Vontae,
for years.
and what you don't know, Vontae, is this. I've been hosting lives for about 2 years now, completely opposite to the prompt in the background, trying to educate people about trans issues and the biology and the science. And the hate is exactly the same. So the fact that you were here saying like all this nonsense, you're a freaking pick me. And it shows that you care more about validation and approval than actually doing what's right. You sided with bigoted people and with freaking turfs.
Yeah.
And you know what? And that was the point. And that was the point of the freaking live. Is to expose the internalized misogyny of women and to expose performative freaking people in the community and allies.
Yeah.
And fell for it. Fell right for it.
But I'm the
you were right there with the
one.
women that were in those lives that called us men, etc. when they came up on the air and said their piece.
And this is the thing is, I didn't agree with everything those women were saying. Some of them called me a man in there too. I did not agree with them. Okay. And I shut it down. Some of them said shit that I didn't agree with. Okay. Like yet again, I can say it again and again.
You have the trans
Just because I
with you in the
agree
comments
with
right
certain
now.
things they said doesn't mean that I agree with everything they said.
That's not the point. The point is that you were so quick to attack trans people, completely ignoring the fact that
how was I attacking?
Yes,
people?
you were like, yeah, I don't agree with what they were doing. They were being harmful. You talking kind of shit about me and Kelly. We heard you.
I said that I agreed, that I understood why they were upset, and I understand why people were upset about, because you were, like I said, you were arguing with these girls and you were antagonizing them, and I don't think it was okay for them. I don't think it was
It's
okay
called,
for them to be
listen, Vontae,
transphobic.
it's called mirroring. Do you know what mirroring
and I
is?
told them that it wasn't okay for them
Okay,
to
if
be
you want to be a Miss
transphobic,
Goody two
but I
Shoes, then you
understood
go
why
ahead
they
and
were
do that.
upset, because
Of course they're gonna be upset because they're looking at their own fucking reflection. They hated it. It was mirroring.
I don't. What do you mean by what do you mean you were mirroring?
Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say I'm holding up a mirror and you put something ugly in front of it that upsets you. Is it the mirror's fault?
Yeah, but you have to. But that's a metaphor. You have to like give me real life.
But that's exactly how psychological mirroring works.
So
I
how
was
is that- how is
mirroring
that
No,
their
I got you.
behavior.
Hold on, Ruby. I got you. So this is a real life example. Literally, just I could say yesterday, last night in particular. Ruby will let somebody on a live. So what makes you a woman? I have a vagina. Oh, so you're a walking incubator. because you just your vagina is the only thing about your womanhood. Yeah. Okay, well then you're a walking incubator. And then that's how mentoring would work. If somebody's coming up there and saying that's the only thing that makes them a woman, them having a vagina, their uterus, and Ruby decides to hit them back with probably something that's not necessarily like the same exact thing but similar, then yeah, I would say that's marrying them. I would think that would be a good example within what we're talking about here.
And I asked all those women, I asked a bunch of those women, if you didn't have your sexual organs, didn't have a vagina, what makes you a woman? And
They didn't know what to say.
So many of them said, then nothing. Nothing makes me a woman.
So to them, they're like them being reproducing or them being able to be a mother is
No.
by definition their womanhood, right?
Yeah. So what about the women who cannot do those things?
Which is called misogyny.
Because you think
They're-
that
no,
we
because they're still-
hold on
they're
a
still
second.
women as
Hold
well.
on. Right, but not according to them because that's what makes a woman a woman. So
Yeah, we did ask him
they
them.
were attacking other cis women in order to attack trans women.
Yeah, it's
And that was the
anti-woman
whole
saying
point. I was literally a mirror. Like I said before, if I'm a mirror and you put something ugly and disgusting in front of it that upsets you, it's not the mirror's fault, it's your fault. You're the one who's putting it there.
And the fact they reduce themselves down to their organs is part of men. Men think women are just incubators.
Right. I think that even I would say like, yeah, sure, the experiment could have been harmful or had a bad take on it, right? Sure, I could agree with that. I didn't like the way that it all went down because the way that how people reacted. That's my problem. Like I said, I'm a cis woman. I'm not necessarily a part of the community. Well, obviously, I'm not within the community, but I would consider myself to be a supporter, not necessarily an ally, but a supporter. So for speaking about the aspect of, I watched that live for an hour and a half, at least a dozen women coming in, repeating the same thing that the other woman did over and over and over, specifically speaking on them having a vagina or being able to get pregnant. Sure, I mean that if that's your womanhood, that's your womanhood. However, if you don't deem anything else worthy of your womanhood, the way that you move in the world, the way that you express yourself, your experience outside of that, then I don't know. I would say then yeah, you are literally minimizing yourself to just that. You are only talking about you being a female, not necessarily your womanhood. I think that's where the problem lies. But then again, I'm speaking for myself, and I'm speaking on the aspect that the way that they were immediately going into being bigoted towards Ruby and hell, even the cis women that were actually in the panel.
And the ones that are
talking
tipping you
down
right
to
now,
them.
the ones that are tipping you right now are the ones that are TERFs, that are saying that trans
They're
women.
transphobic. Yep, they're the ones that are agreeing with you, sending you gifts. So
Yeah.
congratulations.
So pick me.
Hi, Geek. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Ruby.
Hi, Nick. I thought you was going to bed.
I am going to bed, so why'd you invite me?
Oh, did you want to add to the conversation, Nikki?
No, I'm tired. I have 2 back-to-back training talks tomorrow.
Oh shit. Okay, well you better go get ready for that then.
Yeah, well, I got Victoria and Allison, so.
Nice. I'll be
Have a
there
good
to
one,
watch.
Nikki.
Huh?
I said have a good one, Nikki.
Yeah, you too. And Kelly, when are we doing ours? Tomorrow's Sunday. When are we doing ours?
Probably around like 4 or 5.
I have. How about 7 o'clock?
At 7 o'clock p.m.
Yeah, 7 o'clock, which is 6 o'clock your time.
Okay.
So I have 3 back-to-back training talks then.
All right.
Because I have Victoria at 3 to 5, Allison from 5 to 7, if it goes that long. And then you at 7, but 6 o'clock your time.
Okay.
All right,
Right.
Nikki, I'm gonna watch your show, but I'm gonna continue the conversation with
Yeah.
Vontae. Okay.
Right. Before
Bye.
you guys continue, I want to go ahead and leave. Like I said, I feel like this is really not my business. It's not my space. You guys are talking as trans women. I feel like I'm not. I
Yeah,
don't
but
really have
Geek,
a voice.
so I don't really like when trans people talk about like trans topic or non-trans people talk about trans topics. But I think the way that you present your lives, I like the way that you do your lives.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, I always do try to at least have a trans voice up there. And if I don't, then I'm going to make sure that I'm fairly well educated on what we're talking about.
You see, and the fact that here,
you are
check this out,
educated.
and the fact that we just told you
That's
this
just my
was
opinion.
satirical, Vontae, and someone says in the comments, "I hope this is a
good night.
joke," and then Vontae is like, "I wish, babes." What do you mean you wish?
Wait, what did you say?
Told you. Someone said in the comments, "This has to be a joke," and you responded to that person, "I wish, babes," after we just told you it was satirical.
Yep. You think that
Well,
we
yeah,
have?
I'm going to go
Wait,
ahead
so
and go.
so
Like
wait,
I
so
said, I
this is
really
all a
do.
joke?
Oh my God, where have you been?
Vontae, wait, okay, hold on. I gotta before I leave.
Girl.
Hey, Vontae, did you hear
Are you
anything
high?
did you hear anything that Ruby said?
I'm sorry.
No, they got selective
guys.
fucking hearing apparently.
Ma'am, you know what? I'm gonna leave now. Y'all have a good one.
You too, Lee. Thank you for coming. Vontae, I said that it was satirical.
What's satirical?
Do you not? Okay, Vontae, it says right underneath the prompt, why did you all fall for it? What do you think they were falling for?
Oh, you're talking about the trans women are better than women. But like,
as a matter of fact,
knows that. I feel like now.
Yes, they do because
every other
because
live that I see, no
Vontae,
one knows that. Like,
because they're fucking turfs.
They're turfs. They want to sell the narrative that
listen, we said at the end of the second live that it was satirical, it was a social
but
experiment.
all the girls left by then. Like, you had got these girls go up, and they come up and they
whose
leave, and
fucking
they
fault
come
is
up and they
that? They
leave.
were
And I'm like,
listening. They were listening. They were, because I saw them in my freaking live. They were listening. Okay? They just decided to ignore that and continue the fucking transphobia against people like you and like me, in which you went to their lives sucking up to them so
What
they
you
can
doing now?
accept you. They don't like you. They fucking hate you. They hate us.
They like pick me to stick up for them because they want you to justify their turfness.
Cis women say that shit all the time about trans women, that they're better than us, that we're copying them. But the second we say something like that, it's our fault that this division exists. We are the problem. Da 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 da. Like, be for fucking real, bro. Like, you can't be serious. I've been hosting lives, educating people about trans people for almost 2 years, and I got the same exact fucking hate by all those people you were sucking up to. I never said shit like this before. This is the first time, and this was Kelly's idea. It wasn't even my idea. Same hate. They're using that as an excuse to feel justified in shitting on people like us.
interesting.
Yeah. Very
Nobody
interesting.
hates cis women. You guys are so weird.
They said we love not Kevonte because he respects cis women.
He
respects cis women. But you know what? Go with them because that's where you like to be. Okay?
I have a question. Good night.
Hello.
Hello. I have a question. Y'all ready for the question?
Mm-hmm. What's the question?
Why y'all playing victim? Y'all started this. Why y'all
No
playing victim?
No, we're not. There's no victim, man.
No, for real. Like, why y'all playing victim? Y'all started this.
What are you talking about? There's no victim. We're just pointing out that she went over and trashed trans women so she could feel
validated.
When y'all put up,
I did not trash trans women. Hold on.
Trashed us.
You blamed an entire community.
I told them that I agreed with them being upset at the fact that, because I felt like you were also very confrontational in the argument. That was all.
That was
and
the point.
that was something that I did agree with. I just feel like, because I feel like it was, like I said, it was a two-way argument. Like, I do feel like you're kind of like, oh, they were being transphobic, and it's like, yeah, because you were pressing them. You were pressing them.
That was the point. It was a show that
Vontae, let me
left
ask you a
women-
question, Vontae. These people are calling you he's, even though you agreeing with them.
I'm not agreeing with all of the
They're saying
people
you a
that
man.
call me
Okay,
he's.
don't
There
sit
was
there and say
one
that we're the
person.
reason why they transphobic. They always been transphobic.
And the point of the live was to show leftist women or women that claim they're so progressive are just as transphobic as the women on the right. The only difference is the women on the right show that they are actually transphobic all the time without any kind of apology.
And the women on the left are more insidious because they disguise it
I love
behind this performative allyship, including many trans women themselves too, because
It's
you were
literally the
so
girls-
quick.
The girls would come up here and be like, it's not a competition. We're all equal. I believe you're women, blah, 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 blah. And then as soon as I brought up like a Karen haircut or whatever, then she'd be like, we were here first and I was the
You're all
blueprint,
men.
and
You
I
can
was
never
this.
be
You're
us.
all
Da, da, da,
men.
da, da. You're copying us. Da, 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 da. They're talking about you too, Vontae. Do you think that you would like an exempt to that, or like doesn't apply to you? Just fucking hilarious to me, like how you think. It's just this is why. Hi, Louise.
How's
What
it
do you
going?
think about this whole shit?
Oh, it's a fucking nightmare. Like honestly, it's. And you know what? At first, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I saw your live, the previous one, the one you were doing satirically, and it was like, I was thrown off by it because you're right. Like, it's performative allyship, and what I've noticed, and that what terrifies me more, is that I've known some of my friends that were trans that actually have internalized transphobia. And it's just like, whew. And I mean, part of me understands, like it's a form of survival instinct, not wanting to be outed or not wanting to be uttered. But at the same time, it's just making things so much worse, right? And I don't know if you've noticed that there's some some trans women that are being popped up by the right as conservative, right?
Yeah.
And they're just like basically throwing every other trans woman under the bus.
Yep.
And I mean, honestly, I was like, I was blown away. Like it hurt me profoundly because, like, I literally go to war for any one of you. I will sacrifice my privilege anytime and take the stones because I honestly believe you have every right to exist and to live your life fully and be loved and be accepted and not be anyone's secret or anyone's fetish. And to see like people who should be pushing the same way, trying to weasel out so that they can save their own skin, it stung me.
Vontae, remember that lady that just came up saying that while you acting the victim? She just said in the comments, they copying us.
Yep.
And it's like, I was at the, I don't know if you knew a bit of my past, right? Because my father was a boxer, taught me boxing, and I love martial arts and defending myself and stuff like that. I always told my wife, like, when we'd have kids, if we have a daughter or sons, I don't care, I would want to teach them that discipline and that ability to stand for what they believe in and protect those who can't protect themselves, right? And it's kind of like, it's kind of odd. You know how I've noticed that the right doesn't want to talk about, what's his name? The trans boxer who's beating the shit out of a whole bunch of cis people. The trans man boxer, right? Because theoretically, the whole argument is trans women shouldn't be allowed in trans women's sports because they'd have some type of biological advantage, which is pure fucking utter bullshit. Because if that was the truth, then why is this trans man fucking dominating boxing? Right? They don't want to take that argument. They don't want to take that example of a trans person competing against cis people in the same sport, because that just destroys their narrative right away.
But hang on, that's wrong.
Really?
It is. So you're taking one specific sport and not all of them inclusive, right?
Okay, so explain to me how it would be wrong or how it'd be different when science has proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that if you take a trans woman and you compare her hormone levels and her muscle density and everything else like that as an athlete, it compares and matches that of a cis woman.
Okay, so when a biological male is born, he's born with more testosterone in his body than a biologically born female.
Okay.
Therefore,
okay,
a trans. Hold on, I'm not done. Let me finish this. So, as a male is born, he has that testosterone level, right? So, female has estrogen, so they have to take a supplement to get that testosterone as a female because we have it, but we don't have what you have. Like, I'm a natural born female. You're a natural born male, right? So you're going to kick my ass on any given fucking Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
That's incorrect. So here's how it works. You only get
No, wait a minute. You're not going to say that. That's not
you're
right.
You're not going to speak over me because I let you speak and I didn't interrupt you. So don't be rude.
You did interrupt me, but go ahead. I'm listening.
So you don't get these quote unquote biological advantages until you hit puberty.
Bingo.
Before to the,
Exactly, so
before
leave
the
puberty
point of
blockers
puberty,
away from
but
children,
you
right?
You said that they're born more testosterone. They're not. They're born the same. They only get these testosterone whatever is during the point of puberty. And if a trans woman, to say transition before puberty, there is no biological advantage there because she never went through a male puberty. And science
But still, the
has
thing
shown,
is, your
I am
DNA
not done
says your
speaking.
testosterone is going to
I
kill
am
me
not done
over my
speaking.
estrogen.
That's not. Do you know what these Olympic women athletes look like?
Right, those
They
are
look like-
Olympic
they
women.
look like freaking Amazonians.
Okay, so that's a
That
natural
if you
born
see
woman.
them-
They had
that
to
you
work hard to
see
get
them-
there.
That you see them and you would think that they're trans people.
No, I don't think that's where you're wrong. I don't think that they're trans people. I see that they're a woman because they're in a woman's sport. You guys are assuming that people hate trans. Like, stop.
You wouldn't be able to tell them apart.
I can tell them apart. That's where you're wrong. I
let me
can
ask
tell
you
them
a
apart.
question. Let me ask you a question. I got you.
Go ahead. Cool, go ahead.
Is this a cis woman or a trans woman?
Oh, honey, I'm a 100% full-blown female, fucking proud of it. And cis is just whatever. SIS, not CIS. Thank you. Next.
The photo, is that a cis woman or a trans woman?
Honey, I just told you, I'm not fucking trans. I'm 100% biological
I'm
woman.
not asking you. I'm asking you about the photo in the background.
Oh, that's it. Okay, so I'm going to look at a picture and be able to judge that. That's a picture, right? I don't care about a picture. You're talking about somebody on like the Olympic team, right?
Disingenuous. You're being disingenuous.
I don't care. Like you're taking a picture.
You say you can tell them apart. So is this a cis woman or a trans woman?
I don't give a shit if it's a cis woman or a trans woman. You care.
You can't tell. You can't tell. Disingenuous as bitch. She can't tell.
Fucking, you know what I love about people like that is I love it when they show their bigotry and ignorance.
Yep.
I remember being on the Mari show, and when I was in bikini, I was the only one on stage I thought was a woman.
Okay, I'm gonna ask people in the comments now. Is this a cis woman or a trans woman?
I'm gonna say cis.
That's a biological male.
That's a biological male. That's a biological male.
I don't know. Have you heard that TikTok though?
Somebody said
Or
Photoshop.
an anatomically male, and that's an anatomically male.
Because they can't fucking tell.
I mean, would it, like, I can't tell, and I wouldn't judge it or anything, but I could, and but you know, again, that brings up passing privilege, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
Louis, I'm gonna let you go now because I don't
Oh,
want
yeah,
you to get the heat, okay?
No,
But thank you,
I'll take
thank you for
that.
coming.
Sweetie, I'll take the heat any day of the week.
Thank
Any
you.
day.
I'm still being a bit considerate here.
No problem. I'll leave my space for somebody else who wants to discuss.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Sage.
If you're gonna talk about Photoshop, then some of you women should stop using filters because I'm looking at your photos right now.
Oh.
I'm just saying, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
I'm scared.
They're disingenuous fucking people, bro.
Alrighty.
Hola.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien. ¿Y tú? How are you doing?
Bien.
Okay, you guys, ladies, I am a biological born woman, and just to say, with the lady who just finished speaking, we can tell in person. I don't know if that's like triggering or not, but we can tell in person.
Actually, full
some
stop.
do
Why
pass
do you
more
guys
than
always
others,
introduce
but
yourselves
we
like
can
that?
tell.
Why do
My
you
name
guys
is
always
Miss Jones,
introduce
you guys.
yourselves like that?
I've never had
Pardon?
any in public.
Why did you introduce yourself? I'm a biologically born woman.
Because just to make it clear, so you guys know where I'm coming from, where my point of view is coming from. That's why I stated that.
What about all the
literally say the
times
same
people
thing every
haven't been
time?
able to tell? Like, is that like an issue? Like, do you like want a reward for being able to tell?
No, what I'm explaining,
Yeah, you want a
what
cookie?
we're trying to say is that we
You want a
can
cookie?
tell. Some pass more than others, but we can still tell the difference. It's not the fact when she put the picture up.
I don't know. I can't really tell that you're a
I don't
biologically
put like
born
this. You
woman.
just said something about filters. I don't need filters. I don't do contour.
Can you prove to me
I
that
don't
you're a
put any
biologically born
foundation on my
woman?
face.
There
I
goes the
don't need any of
Prove to me
competitiveness.
that you're a
There goes the
biologically born woman.
competitiveness. There goes the competitiveness.
It's not a competitive. You guys are competing with us in our space.
Oh, how so?
How can I compete
How
with
so?
someone who's trying to step into my space? That doesn't make sense.
Why do you feel like it's a competition?
I don't. You guys make it a competition.
I never said that once. When did I say that, baby?
The first thing she just said was, "What's good for the goose is good for the gander."
Yes.
What?
So that she
was
was
talking
making it a
about-
competition. But what I was just explaining
I was
that
calling out the women that were talking about fucking Photoshop, and they are on their fucking profiles with fucking.
Can you just calm down because I'm not cursing at you. I'm having a conversation.
Miss Jones,
can
can
we
you
just
prove
do
to me
that?
that you're a biologically born woman?
I gave birth to 4 children and I'm a grandmother.
I don't know. Can you prove that?
Yes, that means I had a uterus. I have fallopian tubes. I have a cervix.
Uh-huh.
I have a vagina. I breastfed my children. Yes, so yes, I am a woman.
Is that what makes what makes you a woman?
I was
Miss
a girl
Jones,
first.
hold on. Everyone stop. Miss Jones,
I was a
is that-
girl
Is
first.
that what makes you a woman?
That's part of all that makes me a woman. Yes.
What else makes you a woman?
Nothing superficial, eyelashes, hair, makeup, none of that makes me a woman.
So
what I just
it's your
explained to you, that
reproductive
whole
organs.
experience makes me a woman. Like I said,
How's that experience with a woman? So you're anti-woman.
how is that anti-woman?
Wait, hold
That
on.
sounds
Can y'all stop
crazy.
talking?
20% of
Listen, if
women-
you keep talking over me, I'm gonna start kicking people because
20%
it's
of
getting
women never
chaotic.
in their life.
So you heard Evante. What makes her a woman is the reproductive anatomy, the fact that she birthed babies.
That's not what I said.
That's what you just said.
I said all of that in a whole. There's so much more to it. That's just
And
an
it
aspect.
asks you
But what
what
I said
more?
was,
What
it is
more?
not. It's not. It is not a physical appearance. That's what it's not. I don't wear makeup. I don't wear foundation. I don't contour. I don't do all of that. The most I might do is put on an eyelash. So it is not on putting nails,
And
wigs,
purple lipstick.
makeup, panties, heels. It's none of that. Being a mother comes with being a woman, something that a man cannot be. It's just that's just what
Yeah,
it is.
which boils down to birthing babies. Got it.
Okay, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So now what?
So what about the
It still
13%
doesn't change
of
the
women who
fact.
can't give birth?
Excuse me?
What about women who can't give birth? What
That's
about
a
the
small
13% of
percentage
women?
compared to
My
the.
mom actually
That's-
adopted me because she
that's
can't
a-
give birth.
13% of women
That's
can't
a
give birth.
small percentage.
That's my mother you're talking about,
That's
girl.
1 in
Who's
8.
talking about your mother? I just said that's a small percentage.
That's 1 in
See,
8.
That's the problem
And I
with
That's
told
1
you
in
that my
8
mom
women.
is a person who doesn't have her uterus.
Show off.
Okay, so
That's 500 million
Okay.
people.
okay,
That's
so
500 million people.
okay, but how many people are in the world? Like, come on,
5
let's be
billion. That's
realistic. That's the
1/8.
problem. You guys want to
I can do
marginalize
that.
the
I can do that
smallest
math.
percent.
Other
We're talking about the
women, but Ms.
majority.
Jones, what you do is you other women that can't get pregnant. That's what you're doing.
That's
You're
And
other,
there's
1/8
so
of all
many,
women.
and that's fine. There's some women who don't have periods,
you're othering them.
but they still have a
You're making them
uterus.
feel less than.
My
You're
mom
making
What
doesn't
if,
have
what
a
if they didn't have a
uterus.
uterus? What if they didn't have a uterus?
My mom
They
does
have a
not have a
cervix,
uterus. She is still a woman.
so
My
she does
mom.
not have a cervix.
No, my mom does not have any of those things. They were all removed.
So she does have a vagina.
Yes, of course.
Okay, but she was born with them. If you have them removed due to surgery,
What if they're born without
because
them?
my mother had a hysterectomy. Does she still bore children? That doesn't mean. What are
What
you
if
saying?
they're born
that does
without
not prove
them?
a point.
What if they're born
I
without them?
apologize to women for
There,
showing.
how many people are born without it? You guys keep going to this little. It
1
still
in
doesn't-
4,500
and so what if she
women.
was? Let's just say she was. What does that have to do with being trans? Absolutely nothing. We are talking
No,
about
but
trans.
according
That
to
has
you,
nothing to
but
do with
according to
being
you,
trans.
what makes you a woman
That
is
percentage
those
has
parts.
nothing to do with being trans. We're talking about trans.
According to you, what makes a woman is those parts.
Okay, so what makes a woman according to you? Since it's just a uterus. Since I said it, what I'm curious to know, what is a woman? What makes a woman to you?
Their gender identity.
Your gender identity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what does that mean?
Go look it up.
No, that means you're identifying with what you think a woman is, which is putting on cosplay. That has nothing to do with being a
Not
woman.
even close.
Oh, most definitely, because we wouldn't even be.
I mean,
Not even close.
I've
I
got
really
boobs.
feel like the issue is that a lot of trans do not pass, and that's where the triggeration comes in at, because you guys want to step into this space, but
I don't know. I don't
get
think you
it.
pass.
I don't have any issues in
I don't
Okay,
think
that
you
was
pass.
kind of a read,
Miss
though.
Jones.
That was kind of a read. She's not wrong.
It's not a read. I'm being honest.
I'm saying
I
you're
don't
not.
know. I
I'm
don't think
not saying
you
you're
pass.
wrong, though. I'm not. saying
I'm
you're
being
wrong.
honest. Most, like, to be honest with you, most women don't really care what other women are doing with their vaginas. You guys are making it an issue, and it's not an issue.
There's lots of ugly
We
women.
don't care. We're not. It's not that.
Yeah, so here's the
But
thing
the
though.
cattiness
Everything
and
you're
the
saying,
attacking, and
everything you're
if I'm
saying.
a transphobic, then that means
Are
you're
you gonna keep
heterophobic.
talking over me, woman? Listen, what you're saying does not apply to me or Kelly.
Pardon me.
The stuff you're saying doesn't apply to me or Kelly
And why does that not apply to you guys?
because you can't tell with us.
Who said? Yes, we can. You
Women,
think
I
we
had
can?
doctors. I had doctors.
I don't care.
Every
I can
single
tell.
time. These are
We
people
can
that study
tell.
physical anatomy, asking me
I'm
if there's a
I'm
chance I might be pregnant or I
biological
have a
woman.
period. Yeah, they
I
were
can't tell.
biological women
I
too.
know what a man looks like.
I
And what a
can't
woman
tell. Miss Jones, I can't tell. I literally can't tell.
Ms. Jones,
from a
you're really
picture.
insecure.
I can't
I'm
tell that
talking
you're a
about in
biological
person.
woman.
If we were in person, we definitely
person,
can
I'm
tell.
5
I don't know.
foot,
I don't
120
know.
pounds, lady.
I don't know if you're a biological woman.
I just
Can I
told
be
you.
honest with you? I just want to say that when people say that, like, "Oh, I can tell,"
We
I
can.
just want to say that I really feel bad though for the women who are. I mean, I don't think being asked if you're trans is like a diss, but I know that I feel like these days people want to try to find out that type of stuff, and so even women who have masculine features, they get asked, "Oh, are you trans? Oh, are you trans?" Because there's this almost this stereotype of what you think a trans woman looks like, or what you think masculine traits on a female looks like, and then you pick them, and then all these girls. So there's a girl who has a deeper voice, like Biggie on Zeus, or there's girls like Angelina Jolie who have really strong jawlines, and then people will ask them, or there's people like Lady Gaga who have androgynous faces, and people then start asking, "Are you trans? Are you trans? Are you this? Are you that?"
And no,
It
we
shouldn't
were
be
never
a-
asking
it
that.
shouldn't
We
be about
never
trying
asked that,
to-
ma'am.
it
We never
shouldn't be
asked that about Angelina Jolie.
It shouldn't be about.
Lady Gaga.
It shouldn't be
In the
about.
beginning of Gaga's career, that
Oh
was
my
all she was
goodness.
asked if she was a man. You're stupid.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Like,
see,
she's
that's
not
what I'm saying.
listening.
Do you hear the insults? That's what I'm saying. You guys,
Period.
you guys
You've been
are
insulting us the
it's,
whole
it's,
time,
it's
Miss Biological
ridiculous.
Woman.
You say stupid shit, that's why.
I'm saying something stupid.
Anyways, Miss Jones, thank you for coming on. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I was trying to talk to Miss Jones, but she was really not listening.
Well, I hope you're learning from this, Vontae.
I don't know. I think she's gonna have to prove her womanhood a little more for me to believe her.
Because this is exactly the point. They do this shit on a daily. Whether you are the sweetest trans person or the meanest, they don't fucking care.
It's always like the most insecure women that talk of shit about trans women too. She just said she wears no makeup. She had purple ass lipstick on her lips.
And she had a blurring filter on as well.
And she had a blurry filter. I don't need filters. I don't need lipstick. When she had it all on.
I just want to have a productive conversation for once.
You can, because they already made up their minds.
Hey.
Hello,
Anyone here saying that
Betsy.
I'm a biological
Hey.
woman?
How are you?
She lied.
I'm alright. How you doing?
Good.
All right. So I was listening because I keep seeing these things pass through my TikTok, and you know,
Yeah, we started it. It was
I
me
am
and Kelly.
what I've learned to say now, because you know I'm turning 40 this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having, you know, I've been around a while, but not a long while, but longer than a lot of what's going on, you know, for people growing up today, you know. And it's wild to me that this is that what we're dealing with as a society. I have no issues with trans people. I have lots of trans friends, and I have LGBTQ friends of all types. I think what's happening right now in society is that there is a discord between what people think is right versus what people think is right, if that makes any sense. And there's so many different people that are, you know, raised so many different ways, different cultures, different religions, different races, different parts of the country. Let's just say the world is our country right now. And I think that what's happening is, I think the media has a lot to do with what's happening right now, because they kind of steer the wheel. And I think that they're making us fight. It's manipulating us. And I think that you know, the way that we're going about things right now is just the wrong way. You know, I believe in inclusion. I believe in the rights of everybody to have equal rights. And a lot of different cultures and different minorities and different people with different disabilities have come a long way. I think what's happening now is that, though, what's going on in the LGBTQ community, as far as like where it's going, as far as like what's a woman, and you know, like, you know, the biological men, trans women going into female sports, and like this whole thing. Okay, I think what's going on now, or even so, what's really triggering the societal topic is what's going on in the schools and with the children. Okay, you're gonna have, listen, it's to get complete and pure, like,
Okay, what the heck just happened? I hate when it